Let's talk about retirement again. Retirement is so much more than a financial event. It's an identity event, and I don't think we speak about it with enough honesty. Because for many people, especially high-performing people who've spent decades building and leading and providing, achieving and being needed, the fear is not simply, will I have enough money? The deeper fear is, who am I when I am no longer that person? When the title goes, when the diary clears, and the people are no longer waiting for your decision. When you're no longer walking into the room as the one with the authority, the answers, the status, and the purpose. It can be incredibly destabilizing because work gives us far more than income. It gives us structure, it gives us relevance, it gives us a reason to get up, it gives us a place to put our energy, and it gives us problems to solve, people to manage, and a sense of usefulness. And it also gives us a jolly good reason, valid reason, to distract from any issues in our personal lives. And when that disappears, even if you're lucky enough to have financial security, there can still be a huge emotional void. Boredom can set in, restlessness, irritability, and a feeling of life being slightly lost, and the feeling of being lost in your own life. And I think this is where retirement needs to be prepared for in a very different way, emotionally, mentally, physiologically, spiritually even, if that makes sense to you. Because you're not just leaving a job, you're moving from one version of yourself into another. And that transition needs space, and it needs attention, and it needs support. And inside my program, we look at the identity you have built around work, success, responsibility, and performance. And we look at what still matters to you now. We reframe this next chapter so it doesn't feel like a loss of relevance, but a chance to consciously choose who you're becoming. We regulate your system after years of pressure, urgency, and holding everything together. And we refocus your attention towards a life that has meaning, structure, purpose, and energy beyond the role you used to play. Because retirement should not feel like disappearing. It should not feel like waiting for life to get smaller. What it can be is a return to choice, a return to clarity, and a return to parts of you that have been buried under decades of responsibility. But you have to meet it consciously. You have to ask the questions before the silence arrives. Who am I without the title? What do I want my days to feel like? Where do I want to put my energy now? What would make this chapter feel alive, useful, meaningful? Because the end of one role does not have to mean the end of purpose. It may be the first time in years that you get to choose your life from a place of clarity, calm, and control.